Welcome to our 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication video, the traditional algorithm way. Let's go over some vocabulary. First, we have factors. One of two or more numbers that are multiplied together to get a product. I always say factors are few. A multiple. This is the number you land on when you skip count. And I always say that there's many multiples and few factors. So, let's start with factors. If I had the number 9, the factors, I'm going to make a little factor tree for 9, are 3 and 1, because 3 times 3 equals 9, and 9 times 1 equals 9. So 3, 1, and 9 are all factors of 9. So it only has 1, 2, 3 factors. Okay? If I did the number 2, well, the only factors for 2 are 2 and 1. So 2 times 1 equals 2. So those are the only factors. So that's why I say that there's few. It's the numbers you multiply to get that number. So those are factors. Multiples are what you land on when you skip count by that number. So the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I can keep going on and on and on and on and on. So that's why I say many for multiples. Multiples are many. The ones for 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And you see how they can keep going on and on? So that's the difference between a multiple and a factor. Multiple is many, factors are few. So go ahead and take your time to write this down on your homework recording sheet. Please make sure to watch this video multiple times so you understand this, because there will be a quiz on Friday. And remember that you may not turn in your homework before Thursday. And please, 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 if you have any questions or you cannot watch this video, let myself or Mrs. Drake know. Okay, so here we are to the traditional steps of multiplication. How do we multiply? So I have the steps written here, and I have also attached your steps to your homework. So you might want to tear off that extra sheet so you can follow along with the steps. Step 1, you're going to multiply the bottom ones place by the top ones place. So 3 times 2. Well, 3 times 2 is 6. Then I'm going to multiply the bottom ones place by the top tens place. Now, with the steps I said, when I do the bottom ones place by the top ones place, if it is a 2-digit number, I'm going to carry the number over. If not, I'm just going to write down the 1-digit number, which it just happened to be a 1-digit number. So I'm already done with this step. Step 2 is the bottom ones placed by the top tens place. So 5 times 3 is 15. There are no other numbers to multiply, so I'm just going to write down the 15. Now, next, I'm going to bring down a 0. I like to make it a happy face because he's happy to be there because he's holding the place, so that I can move over to the tens place. Then, step 5 is multiply the bottom tens place by the top ones place. So 2 times 2 is 4. If it was a 2-digit answer, I would carry that, but it's not, so I'm just writing down the 4. Then 5 times 2 is 10. I am writing down the whole number 10 because there's nowhere else to carry over here. There's no other numbers, so I'm done. The last step is to add them. So 6 plus 0, 6, 5 plus 4 is 9, 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1. So my answer is 1,196. I know that I'm going kind of fast, but the good thing is that you can watch this video over and over again. Let's go on to another problem. Again, I'm going to start with step 1. Multiply the bottom ones place by the top ones place. So the bottom ones place is 7. The top ones place is 3. 7 times 3 is 21. I'm going to write down the number 1. Now, if the answer is two digits, write down the ones place under the ones place. I did that. And then carry to the tens place. So I'm doing that. So I wrote 21. I just wrote the 1 down here and the 2 up here. Then I am going to do the bottom ones place by the top tens place. So I'm going to do 7 times 8 equals 56. And then I have to add this number 2, not multiply it. I have to add it. So 56 plus 2 is 58. There is no other place for me to carry any numbers, so I need to write down the 58 down here. There's no other numbers over here to multiply by, so I am done. I write the number down. I bring down my 0, my happy face. So I am going to cross out this number that I carried because I don't need it, and I'm going to cross out the number in the ones place because I am done with it. Now I'm going to go bottom tens place by the top ones place. So 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to write down the 2 and carry the 1 over here. Then I'm going to do 8 times 4 bottom tens place by the top tens place, which is 32 plus 1 is 33. And then I add 1 plus 0, 1. 8 plus 2, 10. Carry 5 plus 3, that is 9. And 3. So my answer to 83 times 47 is 3,901. Another strategy to help you with multiplying 2-digit by 2-digit numbers is sometimes I cover up the tens place and then I turn it into a temporary 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication problem, which is what we learned how to do in the video before the last one. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to do still the bottom ones place times the top ones place. So 8 times 3 is 24. I'm going to write down the 4 and I'm going to carry the 2. Now I'm going to do the bottom ones place by the top tens place. So 6 times 8 is 48 plus 2 is 50. Then I'm going to bring down my happy face 0 because he's happy to hold that place. And then I can scoot this over. And you can do this at home with a sticky note if this helps you. Then I'm going to do bottom tens place by the top ones place. I'm going to mark off this number that I carried because I don't need it anymore. 5 times 3 is 15. And then I'm going to carry the 1. Write down the ones place, carry the tens place. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 1 is 31. And I'm writing down the whole number because there's no other place to carry. There's no other numbers over here. So I'm done. And then I add it up. And I get 3,654. So if that strategy helps you to cover it up, please use that strategy. Last example. I'm going to use my little block again to cover up the tens place because I start in the ones place. So again, the ones place times the top ones place, 7 times 3 is 21. I write down the ones place, I carry the tens place to the tens place. Then 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 2 is 14. So I've already done that step. I'm going to mark off this 2 because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to slide this over. This could be a Post-it note or a piece of paper with some tape on it. I do recommend that it has tape on it so you can hold it in place while you're working. Now I reveal the 9. 9 times 7 is going to be 63. I'm going to bring down my happy face 0. And then I'm going to write down the ones place and carry the 6 to the tens place. Then I'm going to do 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 6 is going to be 42. Now, I'm going to write down the whole number 42 because there's nowhere else to carry it. I can't write the number 4 up here because there's no number, and I already have the 6 up here, so there's no carrying once you're done with those steps. Then I'm going to add it together. 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 4. So, 47 times 93 is 4,371. Please practice your math facts at home also, and practice your multiplying, and watch this video over and over again. If you need to use a sticky note to help you drag your parts, then use a sticky note. Whatever strategy works for you. If this works for you, then use it. If reading the steps works for you, then read the steps. But this is going to be a process that you're going to have to practice over and over again. And remember that we have a quiz on Friday. So, happy flipping.